Yeah, good afternoon to one and all. Welcome back to political science class, session one of this week. Okay, so listen carefully. The last class we discussed about the methods to assess democracy. Okay, clear or not? Assess democracy. So there are lots of points are there, nearly 6-7 points are there that basically we are using to assess the democracy. Can anyone tell me what are those points? What are those things there? Basically, we are using to assess democracy. Last class also I asked the same. Before also I asked the same. And only some students are able to give me that answer. This is a very important question for the examination. Come on. What are they?
Political among citizens.
Yeah, correct. Eva George. Continue.
Promote equality among citizens.
Okay, promote equality among the citizens. Then?
Enhance the dignity of the individual.
Okay, enhance the dignity of the individual.
Improve the quality of decision making.
Improve the quality of decision making.
Provide a method to resolve conflict.
Provide a method to resolve conflicts.
Allow room for correction.
Allow rooms to correct the mistakes. Okay. So Eva Georgia had chicken biryani in the afternoon session, I think so. Okay, so all answers are correct here. Okay, so these are the points basically related with what do you can say? These are the ways we are using to assess democracy. Okay, whether it's democracy or not. Okay, so all these points are accurate here. And we studied about there are three different features are there, or very important points are there related with democracy or democratic kind of government. A democratic kind of government should be dash, dash, and dash. Srihari, what are they? A democratic government should be? Three words are there. What are they? What are those three words? What are they?
Formal constitutions, board elections.
No, my question is a democratic government. It is a dash government. Yeah, Eva George, give me the answer. The biryani is working fire. Very good. Okay. Others, what about the other students? Eva George, give me the answer. Other students, Elsa Babu, what is the answer? Shine Seman, it's not constitutional one. Think and say. We discussed that. I told you already in the last class. I told you there are three ways are there. No. It is accountable. Clear? It is responsive and it is legitimate, right? Accountable, responsive, and legitimate. So a democratic government should be an accountable government. It should be a responsive government, and it should be a what kind of government is that? Legitimate government. Legitimate government. Okay. I can see only 12 students on the screen. Out of this 34, other students, please turn on your cameras. I told you you don't want to pay extra for this cameras. Okay, using of camera. It is free with that system, I think so. So please, legitimate means we know that we are electing our government, and that government is powerful to take decision for us. Okay, such kind of governments are termed to be the legitimate government. Legitimacy. Okay, it's very powerful. The governments are powerful. Such kind of governments are termed as the legitimate government, where people have the great say. Basically, people are the ones who electing or basically making that particular government. Okay, that kind of governments are termed as the legitimate government. Okay, so today we are going for a short video discussion. So there are three outcomes are there for democracy. We know that it's a political discussion. I mean, political outcome of what you can say, democracy, economical outcome of democracy, and social outcome of democracy. Okay, today I will show a short video for you people, basically discussing the political outcome of democracy. Political outcome of democracy. Okay, so all of you, hello, can you hear me?
Sir.
So far the things that what we discussed is mentioned in this video, right? Clear or not? The things what we discussed in the class. Okay, clear? So the thing is, what are the three different outcomes of democracy? What are they? What are the three different outcomes? Can anyone tell me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Tell me what are the three different outcomes of democracy? Shana says it is political, then political
Social,
outcome, okay, social outcome, then
economic.
economic outcome. Very good. Okay, so it is political outcome, social outcome, and economic outcome. So my question is, Sania Jinu, tell me what are the difference between a democratical government than a non-democratical government? Tell me the differences that what you know.
Democratical government promotes equality among citizens,
Okay,
the dignity of an individual. It
okay,
improves the quality of decision making. It
okay,
provides a method to resolve conflicts, and it
fantastic.
allows rooms to correct mistakes.
Okay, you got it. Okay, everyone know that. Then other than this, any other things are there?
Right to
Accepted all these things.
right to choose.
Right to choose. Good. Then
Rule by
okay, ruled by the people. Fantastic. Then, so tell me, what are the negative sides of democracy as per your knowledge? What are they?
Takes too
Negative
much
sides.
time for me to
Very good. So you read all that it will take much time to take a decision. Good. Then, considering as a negative one, then, but how can we convert that into a positive one? So democratical kind of government will take much time to take a decision. Okay, but it will take decision only after deliberations and discussions, negotiations, right? So these kind of decisions are more acceptable and it is effective, and those decisions are effective. Okay, but in a monarchy or a dictatorship, the ruler don't want to think about the people's consent. Okay, clear or not? So they will easily take decisions, so that makes them to take decisions easily. Clear or not? In a non-democratic government. Okay, then anything else? Anything else? Okay, so we know that democracy is not the finest form of the government. It is not at all the finest form of the government. Comparatively, it is somewhat better than other forms of government, other forms of government. So you have to keep that idea. So it is unstable. Okay, what? Democratic governments are stable or unstable? Sometimes it is unstable. Okay, correct. Sometimes it is unstable. Okay, but in most cases, we can say that, example, India. Okay, so democratic governments are stable in India. So that's the correct answer only. Okay, more number of countries facing that problem, unstable democratic governments because of coalition and internal conflicts of the within the country. Okay, correct. Any other answers are there? Any other answers? Okay, fine. So,
because rulers are always changing. So their
rulers are
idea.
always changing. Okay, that's fantastic one. So rulers of the governments are changing alternatively or continuously. As a result of that, there is no continuation for the progressive activities, right? Or developmental programs. Okay, correct answer, Shikari. That also correct one. Okay, very good. Next one, I told you there are 3 points are there that says or that makes a democracy is the best form of government because it is a accountable government, it's a legitimate government, and it is a responsive government. So please note down, note down. I think that the last point that what you wrote in your notes is outcomes of democracy, right? Please check that. What are the outcomes of every democracy? What are the outcomes of every democracy? Alnaros, please write down. All the students, please turn on your cameras and write down these things fast. The question: what are the outcomes of every democracy? What are the outcomes of every democracy? Okay, so there are write down. There are 3 outcomes for every democracy. They are there are 3 outcomes of every democracy. They are. Sorry, guess 1 minute. I'll come back. Political outcome of democracy. Political outcome of democracy. Economic outcome of democracy. Political outcome of democracy. Economic outcome of democracy. and social outcome of democracy. And social outcome of democracy. And social outcome of democracy. As a political outcome of democracy, subpoint, as a political outcome of democracy, as a political outcome of democracy, we expect we expect we expect we expect an accountable ACC OUNTABLE, an accountable, responsive and legitimate government. And legitimate government. And legitimate government. Second point, as an economic outcome, we expect that democracy produce economic growth and development. Economic growth and development. Economic growth and development. Economic growth and development. And reduce poverty and inequality. And reduce poverty and inequality. And reduce poverty and inequality. Reduce poverty and inequality. Repeating the second point for you people. As an economic outcome, we expect that democracies produce economic growth and development and reduce poverty and inequality. Third point, as a social outcome, we expect democracies to accommodate the social diversity in a society, accommodate the social diversity in a society, comma, and provide dignity and freedom to all citizens. Dignity and freedom to all citizens. Dignity and freedom to all citizens. Okay. Bastin Joe, please read this answer. Please read it. Bastin Joe. Bastin Joe, are you there? Hello, Bastin. Bastin. Last point one more time. As a social outcome, we expect democracy to accommodate the social diversity. democracy to accommodate the social diversity, in a society, and provide dignity and freedom to all its citizens, that's what. Okay, fine. So Krishna, please read this answer, Mr. Krishna.
Yeah, sir.
Come on, Krishna, you can do that. Come on, read. Okay, fast. Okay, read it up.
Outcomes of democracy. They are
Ah.
political outcomes of democracy, economic outcomes of democracy, and social outcome of democracy.
Very good.
As the political outcome of democracy, we expect that accountable, responsible, and
And legitimate. Correct that. Spell it. Okay, correct it. Legitimate. Legitimate. Okay, legitimate means what is that? Legally elected government by the people, and the government is functioning as per the rules and regulations of the country. That's what legitimate government. Clear or not? Okay, come on, Sriram. Second point.
as the economic outcome, we expect that democracy produce economic growth and development and reduce poverty and inequality.
Good. Okay.
As the social outcome, we expect democracy accommodate the social diversity in the society.
Accommodate means giving chance to live together. That's what accommodating. Okay, accommodate. Okay, spelling ACCOMM. Sorry, ACCOMMODAT. Accommodate. Okay, come on.
And provide dignity and freedom to all citizens.
Very good. Different outcomes of democracy. What are they? Political outcomes of democracy, economic outcomes of democracy, and social outcomes of democracy. So, political outcome we discussed. It is accountable, legitimate, and responsive government. Economic outcome is nothing but we are expecting that democratical governments will improve the economy of the country, basically improve the development. Okay, clear, and avoid the problem of poverty and provide equality for everyone. Clear? Understand? That's what economical outcome of democracy. What is the social outcome of democracy? There we are expecting democracy is giving a or preparing or creating a circumstance, okay, and accommodating all the different groups of people. Here, accommodation means allowing everyone to lead a good life in the society without any discrimination. That's what accommodation. You know that food and accommodation is free. Clear or not? Social diversity means nothing but this idea. There are different groups of people are there in the society, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? There are different religions are there. There are different, what you can say, linguistic groups are there. Linguistic group in the sense of different language speaking people are there. Okay. Different caste groups are there, right? Yes or no? Different cultural groups are there. Those who following different cultures. Okay. And different, what we can say, racial groups are there. Okay. People on the basis of ethnicity and race, they are different. Okay, clear or not? So all we people are different. We are the part of different groups. For example, compare we people to the world. So we are belonging to a single group, right, Shania? They're correct or not? The world. So we are humans, a single group, and we are able to divide that into on the basis of continents. So we are Asians, right? We separated from the other 5 continents. Clear? Yes or no? Comparing with the world, okay, or we are dividing the basis of continents. We are Asians. We are different than the people those living in other 5 continents. Clear? Clear or not? Okay. So coming to Asia, again we are able to divide on the basis of countries there. So we are Indians. We are extremely different than other countries in Asia. Clear? Yes or no? And other people are there from foreign countries? I don't know. Okay, anyway, we are Indians, right? Okay, next, on the basis of religion, we are Indians. Now we are in the single group. Okay, now we are going to divide on the basis of religion. Hindus are there, Muslims are there, Christians are there, Jains are there, divided. Clear or not? Okay, on the basis of caste within Hindus or sex within Islamism or Christianity, we are divided. Clear? So this is called what? Diversity. Okay, different groups of people who lives in a country. So the democratical kind of government, as a social outcome, it is providing chance for everyone to lead a good life in the society without any problems. There, we are free to believe in any religion. We are free to experience or practice our culture, right or not? Our food habits, our dressing habits. Okay, that's up to we people. We are free to do that. Only in a democracy we are able to find that. Clear? Nowadays you are reading number of news related with the Taliban, Afghanistan. Okay, so one of the problems in that particular country, the government is not allowing the people to enjoy freedom, right? Yes or no? There's no freedom at all. People are escaping from that country. Why? Why? The norms and or the rules and regulations that made by the Taliban government is not suitable for a modern society. Modern society, clear or not? Clear or not? Okay. So even the people from the same religion is escaping from that particular country because they don't know that. Sorry, they don't like that particular government. Okay, they are against the individual freedom of the people. Okay, is that clear? Clear? Okay. That's it. That's what diversity. So this, what you can say, democratic governments are giving chances for each and every people. For you people, today I told you there are three outcomes are there for democracy. One is political, other is economical. The third one it is a social outcome of democracy. Now write down some particular words and its meanings you have to learn here. First of all, write down dictatorship. Dictatorship. So students, listen carefully. Want to know what is what? Okay, clear or not? Don't mix up all these things there. So you might study about, or you will hear like what you can say, Gandhism, socialism, Marxism, Leninism, number of things. Isms are there. Okay, clear or not? Okay, so the thing is, you have to understand what Marxism, what is Gandhism, what is socialism, what is capitalism. Okay, so clear idea should be there. Okay, or else much mistakes or much troubles will be there. Okay, so please keep that in your mind. Now write down dictatorship. Write down the meaning description. Under dictatorship, under dictatorship, under dictatorship, under dictatorship, dictatorship, dictatorship. Under dictatorship, all the powers are vested in the hands of, all the powers are, journalists, you want to say something?
No, sir.
Okay. All the powers are vested in the hands of a single person. All the powers are vested in the hands of a single person or a group of people, or a group of people. That's what dictatorship. Okay, we're repeating. Under dictatorship, all the powers are vested. V-E-S-T-E-D, vested. It means concentrated. Okay, vested in the hands of a single person or a group of people, or a group of people. That's what dictatorship. Is that clear? Okay, fine. Next one, legitimate governments. Legitimate governments. Legitimate governments. Legitimate, legitimate government. Its description is here. Legally chosen government. Legally, legally chosen government. Legally chosen government. Legally chosen, CHOC, chosen government is called a legitimate government. Is called a legitimate government. Legally chosen government is called a legitimate government. Okay, guys. So please.